In today's video, I'm going to unbox and use this Ecoflow 3600 watt battery generator, Delta 3. I bought this in March of 2026 at Costco. Regular price was $799.99 or $800. It was marked down by $150. So I paid $650 Canadian plus tax. The contents of the box are the unit itself, AC cord, some paperwork here, a quick start guide, a little pamphlet. Apparently you can expand this with another extra battery. On the front of the unit are the outputs for devices you want to charge. So we would plug them into these ports here. You have a USB-C, the other type of USB port are AC type outlets. And we have our USB on or off and our AC on or off. This is the power button here. Now I have not plugged this thing into anything. Much to my surprise, when I hit this power, the unit is actually, according to the display, 22% charged already. On the back of the unit where we charge it, we have a solar input for charging from solar panels, a port here for extra battery. This is extra battery port. And over here is our AC 120 volts. In other words, if you were charging this in your house, which is what we are going to do. So I'm going to plug this in here and then plug it into my AC outlet over here on our display. And now we can see that it does appear to be charging. I've only had this plugged in for about 5 minutes and it's at 29% charge already. According to our instructions here, there's an app function bar up above because we can set up an app to control this unit. The output is over here, 0 watts, which makes sense because we have nothing plugged in that's drawing current out of this unit. And the input is 1444 watts. We've been charging now for 35 minutes. We're at 96% full charge and 2 minutes left to get to 100%. This display seems to be pretty accurate. 2 minutes have passed and sure enough we are at 100% charge. I have my phone plugged into this USB port here. We see that nothing is happening. It's not charging. So I'm going to hit the USB on off button here. And we see that it is charging my phone. This is the port that you would use to charge the unit with 12 volts. In other words, a vehicle battery. The output for 12 volts is down here. So you would run something that was geared up to run off of that from here, this port, like this little air compressor. Oh, I didn't turn on the output. Hit this button. I have this fan over here, which is, according to the label on it, 120 volts AC and 50 watts. I'm going to plug this into one of our AC outlets here and press the AC on off button to power that port and see if our fan comes on. And it does. An hour's passed and we're down to 94% full charge. I think that's pretty impressive. At that rate, this unit, fully charged, should be able to run that fan for approximately 20 hours. So now what I'm going to do is boil a kettle of water. This is full. A basic rule of thumb when it comes to electricity is anything that generates heat or cold uses a lot of power. So an air conditioner or a heater will chew up a lot of power. I think we said the fan was 50 watts. This kettle is rated for 1,000 watts. So let's just boil some water and see how our percentage goes. I'm going to turn on the kettle here. We see our light has come on. Okay, so 7 minutes. Boil that full kettle of water. I just wanted to show you, like that kettle, I fill that right up. I'll tell you what I'm impressed with is the accuracy of the display. It was 1,000, I believe it said 1,021 watts, which is very accurate because the kettle is marked for 1,000 watts, and of course that's approximate, and we said the fan was 50 watts. But you notice that really drained the power out of it. So what I'm going to do now is run this much larger fan. This is 150 watts on the tag there. Our unit is charged back up fully. Two-hour mark, we're down to 65% of charge. So our 150 watt fan could run about 3 hours. Now I'm going to test it for heating capabilities. And this is the one that we know is going to draw a lot of current. I got my little heater over here. I'm going to turn this radio on. This will just be an indication to me of when it runs out of power. So this is the highest setting on the heater. Maximum heat here. We can see we're drawing 1,200 watts. I'm going to put our timer on, and when my radio turns off, I will know that this is out of power. I just heard my radio stop playing about 2 minutes ago, and our timer is at 49. So this unit ran that heater for about 45 minutes. And this little room is a 10 by 12 room, and it is up to 28 degrees here, so it's pretty toasty. I'm gonna wrap up this video. I would say that from what we see, obviously, this isn't going to power a heater in a camper on a cold evening and keep you comfortable. But if you're a camper like myself, end of the season, you know, put the heater on a low setting, it'll probably run a fair length of time. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.